So let's rewind to your WHL days. That's what we were just kind of going to talk about. You played for the Seattle Thunderbirds back when a time when the WHL was crazy, obviously. What do you remember? What first? Let's start with how does the transition from Alaska to Seattle happen? How was that for you?
It was good. I mean, it was, at the time I was about 15, 16 when I was having, Western League teams look at me, and then Seattle came to the forefront. And I actually, at the time, I was debating on going to the national development team program for my under 18 year. And it would have, it would have lined up. And then I ended up going to Seattle for would have been my first 17-year-old season. And that's kind of how it came to about. And I think just, people from Alaska, it's kind of been half and half where guys go to college or they go to to the CHL. So, that's kind of how that's kind of how it transpired. And I think for me, I was, I really, wanted to play, as many games as I could, I think, just to get ready for the pro game. And at that time, the CHL was definitely more more accustomed to the pro game, and it was going to prepare you better, right? So going to
Hmm.
Seattle was a good decision for me. It was a hard decision at the time. And then, like you said, it was the old Western League, and I remember my very first game was in Portland. And as you know, Seattle and Portland are big rivals. And there was, I think, two line brawls. There was about four guys left on our bench. I was only 16 at the time, hadn't turned 17 yet. This is my first ever Western League game. I had no idea what was going on. I think I had two goals in my first game too, which was crazy. But yeah, so I remember that was my first introduction to the old Western League, and it was definitely an eye opener for me.